You need an invite? Oh well, short delay. Worked. That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out F1 today is like, no, Orphan, you're streaming. Not letting Michael do it. Nah, possible. Anyway, we're back. Yes, apologies for the delay, because I was trying to get on the streaming account for this, and yeah, game was like, no, can't join the session, not allowed.
Computer says no.
Right. Anyway, we have 3 minutes left of a rain-soaked Qatar. What is going on?
Have not
in this championship decider going on? But we'll get the grid set for the sprint race before we head into the main one, Orphans. And to see who gets pole right now. Currently Watnalo with Craigie, followed by the two Williams. Randy Gandy.
Doing well.
Yeah. Very tricky conditions here. As you can see, full wet. It is dry for the sprint and the race. This is just a very freak thing. F1 decided to throw everything at us, it seems.
And an interesting fact that you might want to know, Michaels. The championship was not decided last week.
I did see that.
So I know it's unbelievably unlikely. But anything can happen in Formula One, and it usually does. It's a famous quote from Mr. Murray Walker.
There goes Eagle to the pole, though.
There we are. We're
champion-elect
now.
I guess you could say. Yeah, because I missed last week, Zandvoort. I watched parts of it and then watched the full replay once I was home. I was at work. And yeah, I was kind of gutted not to crown Eagle champion. And then post-race stewarding, shall we say that, and a few shuffle around the results meant that Eagle didn't do enough. But he's like 2 points away anyway in this race. He can actually do it in the sprint race. He's that close, so...
Yeah, definitely. It's done, like, but, you know.
Hey, Constructors ain't done, though. Constructors is nowhere near done.
At one stage I was going to say Randy Gandy has improved his qualifying. But he's down into 9th now.
Yeah, you got to keep going round, and unfortunately you've only got like a minute to go. I'm on board with Soggy Salmon at the moment, who's only 3/10 off pole. This is championship rival. Still championship rival, Mr. Eagle. Much better lap though, and goes quickest.
Oh.
35.8.
Track's getting quicker.
Well,
Craigie up to the line. I think Craigie's starting a lap.
Either the track has gone quicker often, or they're just getting more confident with this weird scenario. There's no one practiced full wet. Let's be honest.
All the fuel could be going down now.
Yeah.
It does take a while to get the temps up on the tyres in the wet.
It's constant yellow flags because Rossi is going around very, very slowly, which is annoying. Well, the session is now over. Anybody beat Salmon. Fruit Boy then 17th at the moment, although he's about to cross the line. He's going to be a lot higher. He does. He goes 10th for the moment. As Aaron makes a Williams 1-2. They out-qualified Eagle.
Yeah, Fruit Boy. 1.1 up on his time. That would put him in 135 range.
Here comes Watnalo to cross the line. Is he going to ruin the party? He ruins a bit of a party. He goes ahead of Eagle to go third, just behind the Williams. Very, very close as well.
Can Fruit Boy hold this? it'd be into the 35s if he could do it.
Breaking the McLaren 5/10 up. He's on a flyer. This is going to be well into the 35s. 35-1. Blitzed it.
Absolutely blitzed it. But
As Petronas to the line, currently 15th, and goes up to 11th.
as Liam's gone off. Liam. Right, Petronas. But 6-6, so he's done. Oh, Fruit Boy's done as well, sorry. And Liam's done.
Craigie takes pole by 7/10 of a second, although let's be honest, this was a case of who was going to be quickest, because no one practiced for this at all.
Oh, Richie and his buddy are right at the back of the field. They love being back there.
Randy Gandy down in 9th. The sole Alfa Romeo will explain all of that as we transition into the sprint race. Craigie with pole position ahead of the two Williams. The two Williams second and third. That, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Wilson, but that, I think, is the best combined Williams qualifying I think I've seen for weeks.
Yeah.
So they'll be very, very happy with that.
Well, you definitely need a good showing today because Eagle, obviously, is, you know, I mean, he wants the Constructors' Championship. He's not too fussed on it. But, you know, they need a double scoring thing there, really. Because Eagle, you know, will be strong in the race and probably get one of the favourites to win it.
See, though, we'll completely see. And this does throw a lot of things wide open for both races. Because, of course, we've got the sprint race coming up next, and then it's got the full 29-lap race. I did earlier this week, I think. In fact, I did this yesterday. I'm gonna say this now, Orphan. You either like this track or you hate it. And if you hate it, there's very little you can kind of do about it. Well, not too much. If you love it, great. You're having a great time. I don't like this track because I like tracks which have stop and starts, if that makes any sense. This doesn't have a lot of stop and starts. It's like two corners that have like break-ish. It's like turn one and then the left-hand hairpin. Apart from that, it's DRS train as well. If you're out of DRS train,
Yeah.
might as well.
I've been unlucky because I've raced this track twice already this week, and I'm going to be racing it for a third time. So I raced it in SLR on Saturday, and obviously Fair Play on Sunday. And then I've got RSF1 Thursday. I've had enough of this track, and I'm doing comms. I'm doing comms on the Wednesday.
Hey.
God.
Right. So let's explain what we got here. So Drivers' Championship. You could bring up the grid for me, please, Mr. Orphan.
Just go and check the stand-ins. I'm not sure if they.
I know the race director. Race director.
Oh, sorry, the race director.
I can see you on the stream. You're not showing it. There we go. So
everyone's on medium, for looks it.
I mean, if you go on soft, you're full.
Yeah.
So let's explain this right here for the Drivers' Championship. So we thought, made this whole song and dance last week, that Eagle had done enough. Technically he did, but post-steward stuff happened. He didn't get penalised, it's just Soggy Salmon got more points. So, means, basically, hence why we're basically saying it is done, even though it's not mathematically done, Soggy Salmon needs to win the sprint race with fastest lap, win the feature race with fastest lap, and win Monaco with fastest lap. That's the only way he can do it. If he fails to do any of those, Eagle is champion. And also, even if Salmon does all of that, Eagle needs only 3 points total. He can get a single point in the sprint race, the feature race here, and then a single point in Monaco and still be enough. So which I believe sprint race is 876 543 2 hang on. 876 543 2 1. So in this race, if Eagle is 6th or higher, Eagle is champion. Regardless of what Salmon does, Eagle's champion. That's the simple part. The complicated part is the constructors. So we have 10 points. Only 10, which is incredible. I've never seen the constructors this close.
Oh, no. It's amazing. It's unfortunate, though, that today we haven't got Benny Boy. But we won't go too far into that because there's been a huge debate on it on the F3 chat today.
Yeah. All we can simply say is Benny Boy unfortunately has life commitments that we all do from time to time, etc. I had work today, hence why I was not on time, and we had our issues. But what it basically means, simply put, that Randy Gandy is by himself today. So he needs a mighty result he basically needs to beat at least 3 of the drivers that he's competed against. He's ahead of Fruit Boy, which is good, but he needs to finish ahead of him. He needs to ideally beat a Williams somewhere as well. So it's all on him today.
Well, he has won a race this year.
He has, yes. He hasn't won one in a while, though. So
he won Brazil, so he can win races.
And do it. Fully back him. Williams have an 8-point advantage over AlphaTauri, so if it finishes like this in the sprint race, that'll be very good. Now Williams can win the constructors here tonight, but they have to get a 1-2 and AlphaTauri to not score for that to happen. Considering the AlphaTauris are stupidly consistent, then I don't think that's going to happen. But the Williams have qualified very, very well in a sprint race. So far, so good. But they've got to follow it up. They have Eagle right behind, who I would say will probably want to get this championship done and dusted, even though he thought he had last week. And then you got Fruit Boy, who's been good the last few weeks off, hasn't he? But in this race, behind everybody that he needs to beat. So sprint race. This is the thing when you have a sprint race often as well. Speaking of aggressive, Craigie's not waiting around. Here's the formation up, Craigie. We're not started yet.
Yeah, so we better run through that quickly. If you want to run through like the back ones, then I'll go for the front. Or if you,
I'll go back to front. I'll do it quick. So JP Gaming in the Red Bull 17th. Everyone's on medium tyres, which is fantastic to see because don't go soft. They get wrecked on like 4 laps. Richard Chapel in the McLaren is 16th, with LA16 Ham is 15th in the Ferrari. Egon, who is our reserve today in the Aston Martin, is 14th, with Jedi Gamer 13th, split in the Astons because Rossi is 12th in the other Aston. 11th is Petronas in the Mercedes, and then we reach our top 10. It is Fruit Boy in the AlphaTauri, one of our constructors contenders here, with Randy Gandy 9th in the Alfa Romeo. Need to make a few places, I think, to make the longer race a little bit easier. Button in the house is 8th, with Fishstick 7th, who, by the way, he is now full-time at Ferrari for the final 2 rounds, so well done for him getting a full-time seat. Desbro in the Alpine is 6th, with Eagle, our champion-elect, in 5th. Watnalol is the Mercedes driver in 4th. And then the 2 Williams, a fantastic qualifier for both of them, considering the circumstances surrounding these 2 races. Aaron third, Soggy Salmon 2nd, and Craigie in the McLaren, who did a very fast opening to the formation lap that's bunched everybody up. He's on the pole. Let's get it to it.
Craigie normally starts from the mid-pack, doesn't he? And fights his way back up to the front.
Yeah, see what he does here. As JP Game is the last person on the grid. We are ready for the sprint.
1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go for Qatar. Yeah, for the Constructors' Championship to decide. It looks like Soggy Salmon got an absolute flyer of a start on Craigie. Aaron also is settling inside behind the McLaren, but the McLaren's coming back on the outside. Is he going to get the momentum? No, he just settles in behind Soggy, and they pretty much all get through turn 3 there. And it's a little bit of action at the back there, as I think there's a Ferrari there of Ellie Ham just backed out of the move on Petronas. But amazing start there for Soggy.
Fruit Boy, what are you doing? Yeah, Fruit Boy trying to get a place on Randy Gandy with a nice little dive on him, but not making it through. There was contact at the back between Rossi and both Haas drivers. I think Rossi got damage on his front wing. But both Haas drivers in the walls button, unfortunately, at the back. A great start for Soggy Salmon. That's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to win this race and hope Eagle has a disaster.
Oh, Randy having a look there on the inside of fish sticks. He needs to get some moves done quickly, but he's got the championship contender in Alpha Tauri right behind him. And Fruit Boy goes into the back of him. But Fruit Boy wisely backed out of that one. I think there might have been slight contact, but I don't think there was any damage.
Buttons left the session, and unfortunately his car has retired on the spot.
And Fruit Boy, sorry, not Fruit Boy, Randy Gandy gets the move done, but there's contact with the Ferrari as he was making the move. Fish sticks slightly oversteered out of the corner and then caught Randy as he was going around the outside.
Fruit Boy's in a whole heck of a mess right here. He's got cars all over him. So, oh, big contact! Oh, Ferrari round spinning. Mercedes, that's fish sticks. They all got very close in that midfield.
I think Fruit Boy managed to avoid it. He's right on the back of Ellie Ham now, so he lost the place because of that. Oh, Fruit Boy almost going into the back of him again. Fruit Boy's got so much overspeed into the braking zone.
The big test for Fruit Boy. He's right in the mix of a very tight midfield there. He needs to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, Randy's trying to break away from Egon, but it's a very tough ask. He needs to get into that DRS train of Desbro.
Lol's got a one on Soggy Salmon for second place. Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes power. Craigie's got by Salmon and is up the road. Soggy's starting to fall back a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Petronas is out.
He's retired in the pits.
What?
I think he was at the back anyway, but there must be something going on there. But
strange.
Out he goes.
Why retire in the pits? It's still a long way to go. Could it be a safety car or anything?
Might have got damage.
Yeah, but still, a safety car could have brought him right back in it. And you want to get some practice on the track, don't you?
Yeah, potentially.
It's a sprint race, isn't it? So, I mean, you could have got further up the field, got better position in the race.
Okay, say no more, Petronas. Yeah, Craigie's gone. He's way out of DRS and just quite comfortable.
Whatnot can't keep up with him. Soggy's just sitting in the back of the Mercedes now, the two Williams pair, dragging on each other along. Really, it is very much a track where you have to be in the DRS because so much loss of ERS on this track because of the high downforce and the very few braking zones on this track I found. Do you know the first?
Sorry, Karen.
Sorry, the first race I did on this, right? I didn't realise about the fuel, and I only put in normal amount of fuel.
Sorry, Eagle missed time to brake completely, nearly hit the back of Aaron. A 10th stop.
Yeah, so I had to lift and coast throughout the whole of the race. I ended up P7 in that race, and then the So next race, and I raced in Fair Play League. I knew about the fuel, but a lot of the people at the Fair Play League didn't, and so I was penalty free. And they all ran out of fuel. I ended up P6.
Right, so lap 4 already. We're about to start lap 5. Craigie with a second advantage. His advantage is dropping because Watnalo is catching him. Is kind of bringing Soggy Salmon along. Meanwhile, Aaron is going to have to defend against Eagle, middle of the road, but you can't really defend that much against the DRS. It's so strong on the front straight, and Eagle splits the two Williams into 4th. Desborough hanging around there in 6th, and then a bit of a gap to Egon, Randy, LA Ham, Fruit Boy. Fruit Boy's got a gap to Jedi, but he does have a penalty that might move Jedi into the top 10 until Jedi gets a penalty himself and ruins that. Good job, Jedi. I was just about to bring you up to 10, and then you're like, nah, penalty.
Look at the ERS that Craigie's got, though. He's barely above 10%.
Ooh. And Watnalo's got almost triple.
Yeah.
Salmon as well, 40%. Eagle using overtake around the middle sector, apparently. Unless he's got it stuck open. Oh! Oh, he spun it! He spun it into the wall! Is his ERS stuck open?
It looks that way.
It's overtake.
Yeah,
either way,
overtake.
It's in the wall. Damage and front wing, and this sprint race, he's not getting any points.
No. Soggy can get the win, yeah.
It's stuck an overtake.
Yeah, it could be possibly not the actual car. It could be his wheel or controller or something that's stuck.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Desborough makes it by Aaron. For both championships,
definitely.
it's massive. I mean, yeah, as you say, Soggy still needs to win this race, but for the constructors, this is huge.
Yeah.
Williams are laughing right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because Fruit Boy now is not scoring any points, right?
No.
So Williams are going to score. Well, I say laughing. They're not going to score that many points in the sprint.
But they're going to have a good. They're going to extend their advantage here, assuming they finish 3rd and 5th. And then they're very well placed for the race. You know,
well,
they start where they finish.
He's got the DRS off now. No, it's back on again.
I don't. There's something going on there.
It's stuck. So the AlphaTauri is having technical problems here.
Mechanical issues.
Mechanical issues. His engineer's madly telling him to change the dials right now. He says change the settings to a 6-7 Eagle.
So I'm just looking at this. You're lap 7 now. A few more laps to go. There's a big train going from like 6th downwards. Randy Gandy. All of them have penalties, by the way, which is what I was looking at. JP Gaming does not have a penalty. So he could find himself. Where's he finding himself? He could end up 6th out of this, as long as he keeps penalty free.
Well, a penalty situation. It's look 6 seconds. Yeah.
Well, someone else got 6.
Yeah.
See that? Oh, Egon. Oh, and Anham. Yeah, so he's at least got 9th. Might get a few points, and he'll be starting really well for the race.
He's going to get 8th. Is he?
Possibly. Got Jedi. He's
7th. He'll definitely get. I think he'll definitely get 8th.
7th at the moment. 7th at the moment, maybe 6th.
I don't know about 6. I don't know. Because he's only got a 3 second. If you add all that up, I'd say, I don't know, 6.
Eagle's DRS is off. Is off now. He's fixed it.
He's fixed the issue.
Done.
Yeah. So the AlphaTauri have sent him the correct settings on the wheel.
It's the weirdest way to win a championship as well.
It was looking all good for Eagle there.
Yeah.
And then a technical issue with the AlphaTauri has demoted him to last place.
Yeah, so currently, as you say, so 87654. So Williams are currently on 10 points. They're going to gain 10 points from this race.
Fruit Boy
Gandhi
might actually score points, yeah. Because he
Maybe.
will get 8th place, and then because he's only on 3 seconds compared to the two guys in front.
Oh, Ham, don't. What are you doing? Fruit Boy. Sayano's done a couple of points. If Fruit Boy sticks his nose in, he gets into trouble again. Bit of head and shoulder. Him and Ham. This is F1, not touring cars.
Well, he's in the points definitely now.
Yeah.
So he's chasing after, obviously, the guy who's on 6 seconds worth of penalties is ahead of him, right? So you'll overtake him for 7th. You'll get a P7
points.
maybe, but JP Gaming. If he stays close to this pack, he'll get 6th or 7th, so he could drop Fruit Boy down.
Botnalol is so close to Craigie's DRS. Lap 9, so 2 more laps to go. He is trying ever so hard to get within DRS and be massive, as Fruit Boy has got by Egon.
Yeah, he's got to get after Randy now.
Yep. It's
But
massive.
the thing is, Randy is sitting pretty because he's only on a 3 seconder, and so Fruit Boy got a 3 seconder. So, but these two now will start to pull away from JP, because he's stuck behind these guys. JP needs to get the moves done if he wants to get their some points, and he's lost the place now to Ellie Ham.
Yeah. Ham is fighting tooth and nail. He's got another penalty, so 9 seconds. Aaron is 3/10 behind Desbro. Any position gain is massive for the constructors. It's multiple teams fighting. You've got Fruit Boy trying to gain as much as he can, because Eagle is not getting any points at all. Andy Gandy as well. Both Williams, as we're on to the last lap of this sprint, and Craigie has just stayed out of DRS of Waterloo. As Aaron does get by Desbro.
Both flashing now.
Hitai's got by Egon. Hitai's looking pretty good. Or the top 10. Top 10 start for the main race. Been alright.
Going to be so close for the final few points.
I think unless Craigie makes a massive mistake in this last set, I think he's just about got enough. Although Waterloo is burning all his ERS. Actually, if Waterloo can get close enough at the last corner, this might not be a done deal.
No.
Oh,
He's getting closer.
be very close out the final corner. This is going to be all about the exit. I think Craigie's got enough. He's got just a tad more DRS, and Craigie does win the sprint.
Just gets there. And we're looking further back. And where do they finish?
Gandhi got Desbro on the line.
JP missed out on the points. Oh no, he didn't. He's updated. He got P8.
He got 8th. He got a point. Got a point out of it. Fruit Boy managed to get 7th, which is really good considering his demise of his teammate.
Randy got P5, so he's keeping them in the fight.
Yeah.
So technically, although they say they're out of it, Alfa Romeo, they actually outscored AlphaTauri.
Definitely not out of it.
Outscored AlphaTauri.
Although Williams, with that good result for sprint, it's not a lot of points, but it extends the advantage just that little bit.
JP driver of the day there.
So 11 points for Williams, 4 for Romeo, and 2 for AlphaTauri. This also means, by the way, Eagle, despite having that spin and near retirement, he is champion because Salmon needed to win that race. And he hasn't done so. So yeah, Eagle is your F3 champion. We should have rode on board of him, but we were so focused on who was going to get the points. We'll speak to him afterwards. Hold on. Craigie just beats Wattenlow. Salmon third, Aaron fourth, Gandhi fifth, Desborough sixth, Brute Boy seventh, and JP gets the last point and gets an 8th place start for the race. And I have to say, you actually look pretty solid there, JP, in terms of race pace as well.
Yeah, he's a pretty quick driver. He just hasn't had the best qualifyings lately.
I'm trying to figure out. So 11 points for Williams, 4 for Romeo, 2 for AlphaTauri. So Williams were 8 points ahead of AlphaTauri. They outscored them by 9, so they have a 17-point lead going into this over AlphaTauri by 4 points for Romeo, who were 10 points behind. So extended by 7. Yeah, so Williams' lead goes up to 17 points over AlphaTauri, and over Romeo goes to 16 points. So it's a point between Romeo and AlphaTauri. Williams with the advantage going into the feature race. Unless, of course, there's any steward stuff, and then it will change this once again. But of course, reminder to everyone watching, this is not the finale for F3. We have Monaco next week to do.
And Betty Boy will be back for that one, I hope.
Hope so. He'll be back for
Alfa Romeo can make a comeback, or last race. What we want now is a really strong showing from Randy here today. Really has to step up and do it on his own, you know? And that's no disrespect to Benny Boy, because obviously Benny Boy can't make it tonight. But Randy just has to do one for the team now tonight and really just get this best result you can possibly get, like, you know?
Yeah.
Just take it on to the next race.
I think from what I gather from the sprint race, it's obviously quite difficult to see what people could be like in a 10-lap race compared to a 29. But I think in clean air, Randy can get some clean air in that early part of the race, not get into too much trouble. I think he's okay because he actually caught Desborough at the end, caught him over the line. So, and that could mean also he's better on his tyre wear because obviously everybody's on the mediums. A few struggled in that last lap because the medias do drop off like the end of that sprint race. They only just about survive. So,
how did you enjoy your race in F2?
I had no pace at all. It was an enjoyable experience because I raced with people I don't normally. That was it. You know, I was 1.5 seconds off of pole in qualifying and at the back. I think the highest I ever was like 6 or something. That was because other people span. So I don't like this track. I really don't. As I said, it's too, as a spectacle when you're in it, you're watching it. I think it's good, especially under the floodlights and everything. But
I enjoyed racing it. It's just that I'm not as good on it.
again, it's very difficult to kind of. You either really like this track and you're going to be, in general, quick, or you don't like it and it's just a painful 29 laps. Because it is it's a long race. It definitely feels like a long race.
It kind of reminds me of the Netherlands a bit.
That has a lot of braking in it.
Mixed with, I'd say Austria.
Yeah. Now, Austria I love.
Austria
I love.
kind of track, you know? Oh, well, Austria was my first win.
I have a mixture of tyres going
I
on here.
always remember Austria. Austria was always my favourite track until, I don't know, I kind of got a thing for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
I love that track.
They've recently added Abu Dhabi to Forza Motorsport, which is what I mainly do now. Yeah, it's pretty fun, actually. They got 4 different configurations as well.
Oh, right.
And at night, and you could put rain as well. I haven't tried that yet. You could do a 24-hour race around Abu Dhabi as well. Anyway, right, grid for this 29-lap race. Settle yourself down, everybody watching, because this could be a long one. Button in the Haas had a difficult sprint race, got caught up in an incident, didn't recover. Actually, no, he got auto retired, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he's 17th, starting on the mediums. Then a pair of hard tyre drivers, not hard tyre drivers. Let's correct that. Petronas in the Mercedes 16th. Obviously, Eagle had that big ERS issue, which I think is solved. Looks to be solved. Anyway, towards the end of that, so he has a lot to do. One to watch in 15 on the hards. LA16 Ham 14th in the Ferrari on the mediums. Rossi, the only one on the softs, very interestingly. In the Aston, splits the 2 Ferraris because you've got 56 and 12 on the medium tyres. Pair of hard tyre drivers with Egon in 11th, who dropped back, by the way, because he ran out of fuel, I noticed. Richie Chappell with a good starting position in 10th in the McLaren, with Jedi Gamer 9th. He is on the mediums. Hard tyres for JP Gaming look pretty impressive. Penalty free as well. Can he continue that form in 8th? Brute Boy managed to get some crucial points in the sprint race. It's the lead AlphaTauri in 7th. And then you got Desbro in 6th. I got confused because there was a Ferrari bombing down to his grid slot. Desbro in 6th on the hard tyres in the Alpine. 5th is Randy Gandy. 4th is Aaron behind Sonia Salmon in 3rd. And then the 2 at the front, Wattalol 2nd and Craigie 1st, both on the mediums, want to get that advantage straight away. And here we go again.
Yeah. 5 lights, and that's away we go. And it looks like a brilliant start there from the Mercedes, but it looked an initial good start, but then, and looks he's going to get a second go at it, because he kind of got a good start, then got a bad start, and got a good start.
Oh no!
JP Gaming's out.
JP's out on the spot.
Oh.
Eagle with damage, front wing, it's all kicked off. Safety, virtual safety. Oh, that very bad. JP.
I missed it. I was at the front watching the action, so I don't know what happened.
I didn't catch the contact, but if I said they were going 3 wide, then yeah.
Oh well, it's an unfortunate end to JP's night.
Yeah, there's a few drivers with damage. You've got Fish Sticks with no front wing. Richie Chappell, I think, has got damage. Bonus, it's got a little bit. Eagle has no front wing.
Yeah.
Ouch. Big ouch. The worst thing is that's not an actual safety car. It was only a virtual.
Crazy when there's a car on the middle of the track with no wheel.
I mean, yeah, it's understandable, isn't it?
You know, that would be a safety car in any race. All the debris,
Eagle wanted at all.
Is Whatnot going to go for the move into turn 1? No, he safely backs out of it. Waiting for the DRS probably. And obviously he doesn't want Craigie to get away like he did in the first sprint race. Does seem to have a lot of pace in this race, Whatnot, at the early stages.
I'm keen to see what kind of progress Rossi can do in the softs. He's currently behind a 7-car train. I was thinking of a lunge on Jedi, but the mediums need to make moves, but he desperately does on those softs. They go after like 4 laps.
Hmm. He is making the moves. Let's see where he is.
Oh, right from Desbro.
Made 4 places already, so
Yeah, needs to make more though. Needs to get right involved.
well, Randy, currently P5, he is under pressure from Desbro. He needs to keep on the back of those Williams drivers, Randy. Can't let them get away.
Yeah, the two at the front are pushing away because obviously they're on the mediums compared to those behind. You kind of would expect that. Eagle and Fish Sticks were the ones in the pits. They are 30 seconds behind everybody else. While everybody else is in a DRS train. They are going to have to pray for a safety car to come right back into this.
I don't know, mate. Honestly, I didn't catch it because we were on board at the front, mate. So I don't know what happened to you, mate. So
I saw it. It was a 3 wide scenario. Well, they're going 3 by 3. There was a 3 wide and then another 3 wide. First lap stuff. It's one of those things, JP. I wouldn't bring yourself too much down. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just first lap stuff and a mixture of tyres, which also would have different starts. So that's wrong place, wrong time. Whatnot's right up the gearbox.
Yeah, he's got the DRS now. He's setting Craigie up. Easy move into turn 1 now. Can Craigie keep with the Mercedes driver at present? He's looking very, very pacey on race pace here, Whatnot. But there again, he could have been using him as a... But no, he seems to be pulling it away. Up to 5 tenths already.
DRS train from 3rd down to 12th. More or less. A few gaps here and there. So as it stands, once again, like the sprint race, Williams in a very good position here. 3rd and 4th, they're ahead of their rivals. Eagle sets the fastest lap and is on the softs, interestingly.
Well, you had to pit, didn't he?
Yeah, but if you're that far back, it would necessarily go on the softs. I mean, you can go long as you can.
He's probably thinking 2-stop strategy now. Get open track ahead, slam the hell out of his softs, get the undercut on the guys in front, and then if there is a safety car, then use it to his advantage.
He's going to go for a lunge on the last corner. Maybe he's on the softs. He still needs to start going for it. One being the more racy.
Nothing Fruit Boy could do there.
Yeah, I think Fruit Boy just let him go. He's on the softs. He's going to be pitting like the next 2 laps, probably.
That's why he's thinking there from Fruit Boy, because he knows it's a long game. He knows he's got to be the lead driver, yeah, now.
Yeah. When have we said that?
Well, you look now, right? Because you've got Randy Gandy, Fruit Boy, 2 drivers that have been kind of overshadowed by their teammates in a recent months, and they're the ones who it's fallen on now here today with Eagle down in P15, and obviously Benny Boy not racing. Obviously the two Williams drivers.
Yeah, got the two Williams ahead, looking very comfortable at the moment, under no real pressure.
No.
They don't mind that the front two are pulling away. They're no threat. Plus they're on the mediums. Rossi, meantime, good run out of the last corner, and once again,
it's like you said earlier though about Randy. Randy in open track, he's pretty good. I mean, he's not dropping off from the Williams.
Let him go. Don't fight it. I mean, but what am I saying? Yes, race. We want to see action, but he's on the hards. Rossi's on the softs.
He's making those softs last really well, though, Rossi. He's still very pacey in him.
Yes, I can't remember who did it last night in F2. Someone went on the soft about 10 laps. So it is possible if you're good, but I mean, he's going very aggressive on them. He's making moves of it, which is what you got to do. But he didn't have anything left.
Oh, I just noticed that Randy's got a penalty.
Yeah,
that's going to be huge for Alfa Romeo. I wonder what the warning situation is with the Williams. Have a look.
I'll have a look. You keep it on. No penalties at all.
Oof.
Either of them.
Still a long way to go, but
Watnalol has a single warning that was on the first lap. Craigie has none at all. Rupoy has a one warning on lap 4. And Despo doesn't have any at all. Yeah, so both squeaky clean, the Williams.
Well, that will mean that Randy has to really bridge a gap to the guys behind him now. Can't afford to get any more.
No.
Up to 6-7 tenths the gap to Watnall. I think Craigie is just about staying in the DRS of Watnall. You can see he's built up a lot of ERS though, compared to they've both gone the same amount.
Yeah, that battle's not over. Till the end of the sprint, it was less than a tenth between the two of them. It's going to be a race-one battle, but at the moment, Watnall just keeping him at bay.
Aaron just about keeping in that DRS.
See burning his ERS. Not just enough for straight line speed. He's burned too much. Hit by Despro, and Randy Gaddy holds him off.
Yeah, he's doing well there, Randy. In fact, Randy is almost closer to the DRS. In fact, he has closer to the DRS of the Williams drivers now.
He needs to stay there. You definitely need to stay there.
He needs to stay there to defend.
Yeah,
Aaron is struggling.
I wouldn't have said he's struggling. I think he's just maintaining a gap to Salmon, to be honest, almost like a buffer.
I don't know. He had a few bad corners there where he was like, maybe his tyres are starting to go a little bit.
Nah, 7 lap hards. No, not yet.
I remember them saying it because Sulky showed me because they do the same setup, right? And the one stop, right, he showed me his tyre wear. At the end of the stint, they were on 98.
Rossi with now his second penalty.
I couldn't believe it.
Rossi now in.
I'll send you this. Okay.
The way he's going to go on to. I mean, surely it's a 2-stop. But he's going to have to do from here. I don't think you can take hards to the end. Going to hards anyway. See what happens. Is it safe to say that unless there's a safety car, Eagle's not getting points?
Could well be.
Because Rossi was well into the top 10. He's pitted and come out ahead of Eagle by 12. Worked out game. About 12 seconds.
Have a look on the Discord at that.
I haven't seen. I've got the stream up.
I just have a look on the phone. I just sent you the tyre wear of Soggy.
Oh, okay, I'll look at that later. Craigie Watnall was pushed away from everybody else, like about 5 seconds. Bit of a hefty gap, but of course, with the opposite strategy here, be all about what the two Williams drivers, or actually everyone on the hards, can do to catch these two up. And they eventually go on the mediums. Fresh tyres and fresh, softer compound tyres at the end of this race are king around here. Similar to Abu Dhabi as well.
Well, it looks like Craigie's closed the gap again now. He's brought it down to 3/10 now. So these two kind of pacing themselves out front. Got a 6-second buffer to Soggy. I felt like the hard tyre was a nicer tyre around here than the mediums.
Yeah, once you get into a rhythm, I mean, the first couple of laps, I mean, always the case with the hard tyres, first couple of laps are just safety car restarts, even worse. But once you get into a rhythm, yeah, they're quite nice, actually. I think it's because of the smooth surface. Not braking either.
The mediums go off a lot faster around here because it's so hard on the tyres. And the tyre temperatures don't have a chance to drop because it is so flat out.
Yeah. Tyre pressures as well are absolutely horrible.
You have to have them as low as possible.
Yeah, Craigie getting closer, DRS side by side. Between the two leaders, just having a little look.
So Randy's making the move on Aaron into 4th.
Nice.
I told you that he had some pace up behind him.
Yeah. The thing with Randy this season, because he was an early championship contender for about round 10 or so, and then for some reason, just the qualifying, qualifying, and then a bit of bad luck mixed in, and then, as you say, he kind of got overtaken by Benny Boy as the challenger for Romeo, and it's just played a little bit.
I had a right go at him in the party afterwards. After the interviews and stuff like that, I said to him, right, you need to improve your qualifying. I said, you've got the pace in the race. And he said, yeah, I know. I said, look, just do quali practice. Don't bother about the race practice. Just do quali practice.
You're a personal trainer or something.
I'm making it my mission.
But it's one of those things, like, wherever he ends up next season, because am I allowed to say
making the move on Soggy? Yeah, is he going to go for it? He is. He knows he's got that 3-second penalty to contend with. That's what it is. See,
I think that's the other reason as to why the Williams are not really putting up a fight. But they know 3-second time penalty. It's fine. Just stick with them.
I just think he's got better race pace, personally.
They've got to be careful, though, because they've got an Alpine Desbro right behind. making. I was going to say making the nuisance, but he is racing, of course. But
I think this is the point now where the median tyres are going to start to fall off.
am I allowed to say about next season, or is that an admin thing?
What now?
About next season, about what's happening.
How do you mean?
Tiers.
Oh yeah,
Divisions.
we could be going to 4 tiers here.
Yeah. So
But it's not 100% yet. We still got another meeting to decide it. So
what the low in the pits? Meanwhile, medium tyres.
what are your thoughts on it then, Michaels?
It will mix things up. I mean, on balance, I think it makes sense. And meanwhile, Gandhi, sorry, back to this race here. It's been attacked by Salmon around the outside. Oof. Salmon retakes. Watnalol's in the pits, goes to hard tyres. Now, if Watnalol comes out in clean air, that's great, and he does.
Desborough right on the back of this little battle. Also, Ellie Ham out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's in it as well.
Yeah, still clawing onto those mediums. Button as well. Button has steadily made progress. I'd imagine Craig will probably pit.
Button.
From if this does go, if we do go, they do go to 4 tiers. We go to 4 tiers. Well, they go to 4 tiers. However you want to put it. I think from a staffing point of view, from a comms point of view, I think it's good because I've noticed, there are a couple of particular days we struggle to get people. So having one less day may help that. Same with driver numbers. There have been a couple of divisions that have struggled these last few weeks to get numbers. I mean, this tier is fine. I think F5 is the other one, which is fine. As Aaron outside of Gandhi. Gandhi's going to watch out for Desbro. Desbro getting involved. Bro, what you doing? And he's still fighting it. Aaron gets it. Desbro alongside as well.
He somehow got back ahead of Desbro. 1 minute he's behind him on that camera angle, and the next thing he's back in front.
Watnalol's jumped Craigie. The undercut has worked for Watnalol. He's got Craigie and a second to boot.
Oh, that's big. A second. Because he's going to have to burn ERS to get back into that second gap.
Eagle, meanwhile, spitted again now onto the medium tyres. Just trying something to get back in this race, but he definitely needs a safety car to come back in. Real shame. I was going to mention as we went through the grid, Orphan, that's the lowest I've seen Eagle start on the grid, and I was just hoping that he would stay out of trouble, and unfortunately, just again, similar to JP, just wrong place, wrong time. Just could not avoid the stuff happening. There's Doggy Salmon pits on the mediums.
Yeah, to the pits comes Soggy.
Both got by Randy into turn 1. Now Soggy Salmon again needs clean air. And it's going to come up behind Fruit Boy, who has already pitted.
Missing Rodders too much.
Oh.
Couldn't go on without him. Yeah, JP.
So Salmon is behind
I feel for
Fruit
you, mate.
Boy. So Fruit Boy is going to make this AlphaTauri 3 times the size. Have to defend like crazy. That Williams behind.
Yeah, of course, he's the sole AlphaTauri driver who's got a realistic chance here to scoring points, so he really has to I mean, it's not looking good for AlphaTauri at the moment. Let's be honest.
No, it's exactly what Williams needed. AlphaTauri are very consistent as Desborough and Randy Pitt.
I mean, it's still a long way to go. I mean, you got Monaco.
Oh, look at this. Craigie and Watnalo on the back of Button. Here comes Craigie. Here comes Craigie looking for a double move potentially. He's got by the Haas. Going for the move on the inside for the net lead. Oh, very close, but Watnalo holds him off. This battle ain't over. The undercut worked for Watnalo, but he could not shake him off.
No. He's closed that gap up so fast.
I would love to be in
Watnalo has got more ERS, so
I would love to be in the driver's point of view of Button as he goes down into turn 1 for those two. Flew right by. Right, so Aaron's now in the lead, not pitted yet. Button's still going along on his 15-lap mediums somehow.
well, look at that, right? Soggy now on the medium tyre compared to Craigie, right? Is 12 seconds down.
Mhm.
So to win the race here today, Soggy Simon's got to have a mega kind of last stint. Oh, and Craigie almost went into the back of Watnall then. We have the DRS now. Setting him up for the move here. Side by side. Into turn 1. Gets the move done. Lovely. Can he pull away now? That's the question from Watnall.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have the slightly fresher tyres.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, my goodness me. Aaron's dropping like a stone because he stayed out maybe a few too many laps. Yeah.
To Soggy, who pitted earlier.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Lap fresher tyres, but he's now going to have to make the moves to come back up.
That's like... he was right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
That's the problem when you go long. Especially in this track when you're
places.
out the DRS. Salmon. Salmon. Up on the inside. Ooh, that was close. Somehow sneaked by Rossi, who was in the middle of all this, because remember he pitted very early. He was on the softs, under the hards.
Tell you what though, Eagle has just gone nowhere in this race. He's literally just...
When you have a first lap crash, it's one of the worst feelings. I've been there far too many times on this game, on this year. As Watnall and Craigie going close, side by side even. Turn 3, they're still raging on.
3 wide to turn 1.
Oh, what is going on here? Randy and Desborough. Both on the mediums, both fighting tooth and nail, side by side for turn 2, 3, nearly 4. Are they going to go side by side for turn 5? Yeah, surely someone's going to back out here. Turn 6. Somehow Desborough fights it off.
Randy's got to be cautious.
Yep. Salmon has an 11-second lead to catch back up to the front 2 in 11 laps.
How
Second
the hell
lap,
does
he's got a
Fruit Boy managed to come out ahead of Randy, Gandy and Aaron?
Earlier.
It's amazing, the undercut.
Fresh tyres, yeah. Fresh tyres of this track, because he now has a move on Rossi. Remember, Rossi pitted very early on the softs, didn't he?
That
He had a
undercut
lot
is
of clean air and
mass.
hards, and he's found himself up in fifth.
Oh, Egon's gone. Could be a safety car. Or is he
No,
put
it's
it in?
bits.
Bits.
That is bits.
That
Nearly.
undercut
Got
is
excited.
massive. And it could actually bring Alpha Tauri some decent points now. And pull this back out of nowhere.
Yep.
It looked like all for the money that Williams are going to get a really good result here. They still might. You never know. 10 laps to go. But
It's all on
nowhere,
Aaron. It's all on Aaron. Salmon is in a comfortable-ish third. Trying to close down the top.
say
I thought he
comfortable.
was.
He's only 1.2 behind now, Fruit Boy.
Yeah. Over there. Yeah, but this is all on Aaron now. He'll get round because of penalties, but he's behind Desborough, who doesn't have any. Ham and Rossi will pit, so yeah, this is all on Aaron. If they want a third and a fourth, Aaron's going to come back into it as Desborough. Well, Desborough spun there, but there's a bit of lag.
Desborough's the cork in this at the moment. And Eliam.
Oh, careful,
Randy.
Ham, careful.
Randy fighting these two guys is not what he needs.
No. He's got to clear that Ferrari.
Contact between...
Ooh. Yeah, Ham getting involved in this.
You can see that coming.
I don't think Salmon is catching the top two. Oh, I don't really hit Candy there. Yeah, I don't think he's catching the top two. I think the top two have got this.
Oh yeah, they're gone.
I think it's the DRS between the two.
Yeah, they're just bringing each other along. It's all whether Fruit Boy can get past the Williams driver, yeah, and bring Alpha Tauri back into this.
Just needs to get in that DRS, doesn't he? You can get that DRS. It doesn't matter really the tyre difference.
Oh, he must have got
keeps...
damaged, Eliham, from that contact. He's coming into the pits.
He spun it in the pits. Yeah, the front two. Yeah,
he's back down.
Front two, Watnalon and Craigie are just DRSing each other along the front straight, and that's what's keeping them ahead. In fact, it's extending the gap.
Question is, can Aaron catch Randy?
Yeah, Mr. Biscuits, we had a full wet qualifying. Unfortunately, the stream only caught about 3 minutes of, but it was definitely a thing. Full wet quali around Qatar. Probably would never ever get that in real life, to be honest. Although saying that, I actually saw the other day, Orphan, that they had a wet practice session in the World Endurance Championship around Bahrain. Didn't last long, but lasted long enough for people to take pictures and say this is a thing. Mm-hmm. We had rain at Bahrain.
You know, we were saying the other day that Benny Boy was the guy who was sort of deciding the championship, even though he wasn't in the championship fight. Well, Desborough right now is deciding the championship, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's having to go Fruit Boy. It's by. Now Desborough's in the clutches of Randy. Randy's going for it. Inside of that
late on the brakes. He's got it.
Nice.
It's crucial for the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, maybe he's got
Alpha
that
Tauri and Alfa Romeo. Fruit Boy's dropped off a cliff.
Well, he's on older, hard tyres, so compared to the mediums around him, it was always going to be difficult. Yes, you get that early advantage, but
yeah,
it does come back. Going to make things a bit more difficult for Salmon to hold on to this third place, because now you've got Desborough
I think though that the medium tyres are going to fall off the very last 2 or 3 laps, and then hards will come
possibly.
good. So Fruit Boy could not be out of this yet, and besides, he hasn't got a time penalty like Randy's got. Randy could lose a few positions here.
Craiggie's in the pits.
Who?
Craigie. Why is he in the pits for?
He's got damage. Must have had contact.
No, soft tyres.
That's a shock.
Okay. Also,
Him
Fruit Boy's
pitting there.
Fruit Boy's in as well. Who stop?
I don't understand that.
Two stop must be a very aggressive two stop. He's come out sixth. Okay, this makes things different. Interesting. I mean, he's got to fly.
You never capture that up. 6 laps.
Nah. I mean, if they are fresh, for now, fresh softs. Remember, if they had a wet qualifying, they'll be fresh.
He's got to catch 23 seconds in 6 laps. By the end of those stint, those tyres are going to be dead.
Yeah.
He had to guarantee a possible win here. He's thrown it away. That has probably handed Williams the instructors.
What a low pits.
I can't understand.
Maybe this was always the plan. It's a two stop and a very aggressive two stop.
Did they go medium?
No, it's medium, hard, soft. They've gone. Gonna get Soggy Sam in the lead.
Do not understand that.
Where is Craigie compared to Watnalol? And Craigie with the undercut.
Well, Randy currently is still in P3 because Aaron's 4 seconds down the road, right? So he will get P3.
He's at 2 seconds.
I said 4 there. Oh, sorry, I got it to leader.
You got leader. You've got leader, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so Salmon leads. There's 5 laps to go. I'm actually fully expecting Craigie and Watnalol to fly back up, to be honest.
Craigie now. Let's see what he has to lead it.
Penalties are slicks. Randy Gandy's got 3. Both have.
So he's not that far behind the leader, actually. You may be right here.
Rossi's got 12.
They'll close that up pretty fast.
You know, the person I'm really surprised has pitted. They're not surprised about the front two. They've got the pace to come right back, and let's be honest, they're flying out to the back. The person I'm really surprised over is Fruit Boy. I don't understand why he's done that, because he's now in 10th. As Craigie's gonna there's nothing you could have. Look at that fastest lap. 22.8.
Flew past Aaron.
That's 2 seconds quicker than anybody else's fastest lap.
Yeah.
Ay. Yeah, I don't know why Fruit Boy's done that. Because he had track position. He was worried the tyres wouldn't last, but...
Maybe he just felt the tyres were going and he couldn't handle.
Oh, look at the exit speed of Craigie, goodness me. Right up to, what turn is that, turn 8? He's eating these drivers up. By the way, I think this also might have guaranteed him the win as well, because he's got so much of a buffer over Watnalol.
Yeah, Randy's not fighting it.
Now, why would you? Yeah, Watnalol still needs to get by Aaron, Desbro and Randy, and Craigie's already setting his sights on Soggy Salmon and taking back the lead 2 laps after he pitted.
Yeah.
Great, it's scary, actually. Watnalol's got by Aaron.
I'm half tempted not to keep fresh for the race.
It's so scary. Abu Dhabi is another one. It's mad as look at that on the exit of turn 3. No, turn 2. Desperate, no. That's my penalty.
That's helped Randy big time.
And all he was doing was trying to give space to Watnalo as well. I hate those penalties. I get them
You
far
check
too
to
often.
see what Aaron's got now. Because that could be key as well for Alfa Romeo.
What warnings or?
Yeah, warnings, Aaron.
Always 2. He's got 2 warnings. He's got 1 more away. And he's right behind Desbro. This is one of those. Yeah, imagine getting a penalty, mate. Imagine. Yeah. On the very person that gets loads. Meanwhile, Craigie has taken the lead. Wadlow is not out of this, actually. Out of maybe taking the lead back because ERS on the back of Salmon has drawn him a little bit closer.
Salmon isn't going to fight it.
Boy will still get a decent amount of points because he has no penalties and everyone ahead has a lot, but he's going to be behind Desborough. I still reckon he could have held on in those hards.
How close is Soggy to getting a penalty then?
But
So
he got 1 warning.
Warning.
1 warning, yeah. What I thought Watnalo was out of this. The way Craigie got by, he had like 3 cars, but the strength of the DRS when you don't have it compared to someone who does. All of a sudden, Watnalo is back on. Craigie's revving. You know the frustrating thing about all this as well, Orphan, when this race finishes. I'd love to talk to these two about their battle because here goes Watnalo going for the lead.
Yep.
We can't talk to them. We can't talk to them because they're on a separate console.
Yeah, they're on PC, unfortunately. They should have Xbox accounts. It don't work though. You have to have an actual Xbox to do it.
You
can't do it for the app.
No.
It's stupid that though, isn't it? You can't do it for the Xbox app.
Yeah,
It's the Xbox.
I've got a suggestion to you, by the way. Maybe solve that. Although maybe it's a lot of work for something kind of small. In the Forza group I have, we use Discord as our chat during races, not Xbox Live. Maybe if you came up with a Discord thing.
We tried that. It didn't work. Because we were thinking about that ourselves, and we tried streaming it through Discord, and it wouldn't work. So
I don't know. Not streaming. Like
the chat thing. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But
and it wouldn't work.
You
use the Xbox app as well.
The Xbox app don't work.
Ah, that's for me.
No, trust me.
Andy. Andy's got by Salmon, but might be meaningless because of the penalty he's got.
You get a move on in the last lap.
Oh, Jedi, no. Jedi was up for a point. Front left puncher.
No.
15 lap hards. Oh. Which would have been the tyres that Fruit Boy would have been on, so maybe, actually. Also, Fruit Boy's got a penalty, so not going to get a lot of points, I don't think.
Like present, it's going to look like a P5 for Alfa Romeo and a P3 and a P4 for Williams, double points.
Yeah,
So
this is going to be
only
very good.
P9 for AlphaTauri.
Yeah.
So unless Eagle can... No, he's too far back, Eagle.
Hello.
Patronus.
No, he's 25. All good. And this race is going to end in almost identical fashion from the sprint race, because Craigie is going to come across the line just ahead of Watnalol. A fantastic battle between the pair of them. Randy Gaddy's going to cross the line third, but it's going to be a third and a fourth for Williams. Massive result for them in the constructors fight. Desbro with a nice fight to 6th place. Button 7th, Rossi 8th. Is Fruit Boy going to jump up? How high is he going to jump up? It's going to be 8th for Fruit Boy. Only 1 place for him. And Patronus is going to pick up the last point for Mercedes. And Mr. Eagle, he's the champion, and he's finished 13th in the sprint and 11th in the longer race. Wow. What a way to win a championship, eh? Not featured at all. There's one of the very few times he has not featured in the top 10. I think Jeddah was the other one. And
Well, he did say he
Portugal,
didn't care about the constructors.
Finished 13th, and then Richie Chapel was going to cross 14th. Jedi got 12th. A very late punch. I feel really sorry for Jedi, because that was a point that he could have got.
Yeah, it's a poor day for AlphaTauri. Only 8th place here today for Fruit Boy. And
A punch on the last lap. Whereas I saw might have been an AlphaTauri going really slowly. Oh, look at that, Craig! You can levitate. Learn something new every day. I want the log can be interviewed. Ow.
I think he's got an Xbox.
Okay.
It's still on the loading screen.
There is your result. I think F1 game has just been difficult today. So your overall results from the sprint and the race, it is a massive 34 points for Craigie in the McLaren, 25 for Watnalol with his 2 second places. Salmon with 2 third places get 21 points. Aaron with 17, 2 fourths. Andy Gandy with 14 points. Desbro with 11. Fruit Boy with 6. Button with 6. Rossi with 2. JP with 1. And Patronus with 1 point. Also means that, barring anything ridiculous, I don't think there was anything, Eagle is your driver's champion of F3. So congratulations to him.
Fucking game is so slow. I can't get the thing up.
He was doing it with me.
I couldn't even get the result up. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I'll record it. I'll send the pictures in to whoever. Right. That's what done well. I don't know how to invite him to the party, or he could just join.
I think he's got an Xbox account.
Okay.
But you'll have to send us his gamer tag. I don't know what he's on.
My username is what in Zach. Get Salmon. Get Aaron. Need Eagle as well.
Who are we getting into the bye?
I've got both Williams.
Right.
I'll try and get. What was that? Can you get Eagle on the face?
Because that Eagle would be free, wouldn't it?
I know, because he won the title. Technically. Well, now he has. No, he did last
Yeah,
week.
but if
Now
we
he
have
has.
what? Not Soggy Eagle. That's free, isn't it?
I know the three.
Ah.
The three would be Malol, Doggy, and Aaron.
No, because Aaron came fourth.
We kind of
Craig is
like
on PC.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying is if we have three, we don't normally have four people in.
Well, I want the fourth because Eagles won the title. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying
Why
is
speak?
Aaron in fourth place.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get Eagle anyway. So he's gone offline.
Okay. Let me find you one, Malol. While I'm doing that, I'm going to start off with Aaron.
If you want to, yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Congratulations on fourth place, yeah, Aaron. It's a tough battle out there for Williams, but you got there in the end, double points, which you very much need for the constructors fight. I mean, obviously, Randy gave you a good battle out there today for Alfa Romeo. Tell us how your race went.
Was a very good race out there tonight, especially for me and Soggy, after the back of a few rough races that we've had. But yeah, it's good to have this result. And yeah, the battle with Randy was very good. I had Desbro as well. I think I was asking Soggy to like hang in the DRS so that I could stay within him. But yeah, towards the end it sort of just played out to the tyres and like the penalty system. But yeah, that's kind of just how we went into this race, knowing that it was going to be coming down to penalties and obviously the horrendous degradation we're in Qatar. But yeah, we made it work and we got the result.
Yeah, it sets you up now for the final race. I mean, you've got a nice big gap now to the Alfa Romeos and Alpha Tauri. But obviously, Benny Boy hopefully will be back next week. And I mean, brilliant job there by Randy to keep them in it. Not the best of days for Alpha Tauri today, obviously, but down into Monaco, all to play for. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to carry on with?
Soggy, is it?
Yeah, doing math.
Pretty much the same questions, really. You obviously you got the podium ahead of Aaron. I mean, you obviously were playing a team game today. Obviously, trying to keep them in your DRS. Try to get the best points possible to extend your lead. Obviously, a bit shocking that we had the rain in the qualifying. I mean, but tell us about, your efforts here today.
Yeah, I mean, today me and Aaron just kind of played the team game. I felt like I might have had the pace to go after Watnell and Craigie, but I just wanted to keep Aaron within my DRS and just keep pulling him along because I think I had slightly more pace than him. And then I think there was like Gandhi and Desbro behind him who had shown good pace today. So we just kind of pulled each other along throughout the whole race and just tried to maximise the points for the team, really.
Yeah, obviously, you did maximise the points. It was obviously good fortune for you today that Benny Boy wasn't here for the Alfa Romeo. Because he obviously would have been in the fight, but like I say, Randy gave you a fight out there today. But all to play for Monaco. How are you feeling for Monaco? Do you like Monaco? Hate it?
Yeah, it's not a bad track. We'll just keep it out of wall and we'll see where we finish at the end of it. Usually I'm quite strong around qualifying around there, so we'll see.
say all to play for next week, where the title will be decided. So, good luck in that race next week.
Cheers for the stream, guys.
No worries.
Just done some math. Okay. Interesting. Right, yeah. Well done to the Williams boys. I might tell you my math in a minute because it's fun. If my math is correct. So we head to Waterloo, who we managed to get for the not the race victory, but the second in both the sprint and the race after a titanic battle with Craigie. Waterloo, make sure you tick the box to include audio. But what a fantastic race with you and Craigie. Obviously, I'd love to hear Craigie's thoughts on it, because it was to and fro, lap after lap after lap, DRSing each other in both the sprint and the race. Obviously, I think the sprint was like 300s between you and Craigie. The race was as close as well. Again, the race, I thought you were going to get caught by everybody in the mediums, but you're just DRSing each other, just pulling each other along. Must have been very enjoyable, and 2 very good second places for you.
Yeah, it's true. It was very enjoyable. At the end, unfortunately, I think I could have catched him, but I ran out of fuel, weirdly enough. I overfueled by 2.5 or 2.7 laps, I think, even. And I still ran out, so I had to coast and lift in the last lap, so I couldn't really catch him. I even ran out on the last straight. So yeah, that was unfortunate. I was really glad that Craigie pitted, because I was on 70% tire wear on my hards on that lap, so I wouldn't never have made it. So yeah, I just went out to the soft, and that worked out, thankfully.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. If you watched the stream back, I was a bit surprised when you both bit of the soft tires, and then when Craigie got through and he had like 3 cars between you and him, I thought you weren't going to catch him back, but you did. You were determined, and it was great to see. Yeah, just very good, and we've got one more race left to go. It's Monaco next week. So, interesting way to finish the season. Hope you agree. What's your thoughts for Monaco? Do you love it or you hate it? Because you're going to be on either side.
Yeah, I think it's quite a controversial opinion. I love Monaco. I really do.
Great.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to it then?
Yeah, true. Really looking forward to it.
All right. Well done. Well, maybe you can be on a top step next week to end the season on a high. But well done on your results for the sprint and the race.
Thank you.
2 second places. Well done.
Thanks for the points, for the comments, I mean. Not the points.
Right.
No worries.
Before I move on, Williams boys, can I confirm something for a second? Am I right in saying sprint and race combined, you got 38 points, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gandhi got 14.
Yeah.
And Fruit got 6.
Mhm.
Okay. Confirm that. Okay. Cool. Right, we head to Eagle. Now, I wanted to get Eagle in because in...
You needn't have bothered.
I'm sorry. Obviously, last week, well, you did win it. I wasn't here. I'm sad that I missed it. But obviously, we then go to this week and we turn out, oh, actually, depending on results tonight, that it was going to be confirmed. But
Well, it was very, very, very small chance, wasn't
it? In the end, if I'm okay to say this is probably not the way you wanted to win a
Probably
title.
my worst race ever.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I was trying to sort of like
Well,
soften it a little bit.
The sprint was going well until I cocked that up. I'd already dispatched Aaron. Soggy was my next target, and then I left my IRS on round the corner and just got it. So.
Yeah, we noticed
My
that because I
bad.
thought we thought it was an issue with whatever you're using, a pad or wheel. It was stuck open, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
It looked stuck
yeah.
open on mine.
No idea.
But obviously it had
You
the
must have
sprint
left it
rate.
on and not realised.
Yeah.
Because we looked at it, we were like, he's still got the ERS on.
Yeah. That's probably just me. I'm getting older. Forgetful. There's nothing to say about the race, the main race. I got collected in someone else's crash, took my whole wing off, so that was the race over. That safety car was rolled.
Fair enough. And then obviously you go to the main race and it's wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know who.
like-
I don't know. I think it was Richie I ended up hitting, but I don't know who caused the crash in the first place. But that's what happens, I suppose, when you start further down. Get caught in other people's crap. Don't you? So.
Looked like 3 wide with JP, and he unfortunately retired on the spot. And then I saw, because I was on board with you, because like what progress can you make on the back?
Yeah, well, I was hoping that it was going to ghost, but it didn't, and then I just went straight into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was done.
Now obviously I've watched you for it's like round 4 or 5, I think it was. I joined in, and you've just been very, very consistent just all the way through. Multiple wins, but you're always there. And the only other time you haven't been is Portugal and Jeddah. I think were the only other times that you didn't feature. But I remember like the week after Jeddah, you were like straight back on it, pole position, or towards the front once again. So
Yeah, so I think it just shows that I'm not quick enough to go to F2. So I think we need to start a petition. Keep me.
well, I
in
don't
Div
know what's
3.
going on next season, so it could end up
It
anywhere.
won't be F2. It won't be F2. It'll be
F1. Yeah,
No, I'm not.
F1.
Surely not.
So I've been doing some maths while this is all going on, and it's interesting that you three are here. So if I'm correct, and obviously barring any stewards reports, etc., Williams have a 34-point lead over Alfa Romeo after this, and a 40-point lead over Alpha Tauri, with a maximum of 44 points left.
It's over, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not. It's Monaco. It's Monaco next week.
I don't think Fruit Boy's got a podium all season, has he?
Monaco's the best place. And you absolutely never know. Absolutely never know. We could end up in a situation next week, genuinely, where we could have 6 people driving around, and it's U6, the 2 Williams, 2 Romeos, 2 AlphaTauris, and you're deciding it. Anyway, Monaco next week, Eagle. Are you ready for the fight? Come on, I want to hear fight.
No.
you hate it now.
Did this guy
I've
win the
always-
championship or what?
I've always
Yeah.
hated it. I won it. I won it last week. I've already done my celebrating.
Okay. So what's the thing going into Monaco then? Just see how it goes.
I'll do all right there. I think in the previous race before it got abandoned, I was in 3rd. I think when it got abandoned.
So how many points do Williams need now to win next week?
Probably about 10.
It's 40. It's 26 at 18. It's 44 maximum. Win fastest lap, and I'm a driver second. It's 44 maximum. They're 40 over AlphaTauri and 34 over Romeo. So yeah, they need to outscore AlphaTauri by 5 and Romeo by 11. So, all in Williams' hands after a very good evening, actually. But it's not over. It's Monaco. If it was a normal track,
Yeah.
maybe. But Monaco's anything. I've seen wild races. I've been involved in wild races, and it could rain. So, still there.
Could throw up anything.
You're not selling it to me.
I'm trying to sell it to the viewers. You know. Right. Go on in, Mr. Wilson, finish this off. 20 past 10.
Well, yeah. Well, that was your Qatar Grand Prix there, and congratulations there for Craigie on his victory here today. And unfortunately, he couldn't join the party, but we got there in the end. Obviously, a little bit of trouble at the beginning with the stream, but like you say, can't be helped. And we're on to the decider next week for the constructors. Obviously, Eagles confirmed definitely now, we would say, as the champion. And thank you very much for Michaels for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
And good night.